Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sam. Today, I'll be doing another episode of Sam Talk. So before I start this episode, two things you can comment about. One thing I'll be saying at the end of the episode, but the first thing is you can leave a topic for a future Sam Talks in the comments below. So if you do, I might pick it, and I might do it for next week. So today, I'll be talking about a movie that I just went to see tonight at the movie theaters. It is called Nonstop. I was actually going to go see 300 Rise of an Empire, but since I'm not 18 yet, I couldn't get into the movie. So I went to go see Nonstop, starring Liam Neeson. So I was like, hey, well, how could it be bad, right? This is kind of going to be a review. I'm not going to give it a score because I don't really like to give things a score because nobody really cares about my score. I'm just going to talk about it and see if you guys want to go see it or not, just to help you guys out. Now, this is going to be a spoiler-free review, so I'm not going to be giving any major spoilers to the movie. I'll obviously say some things that are in the trailer or in the first 5 minutes of the movie, because it's very hard to explain to a movie without doing a few spoilers. So if you want a spoiler-free entry to the movie, don't listen to this review. But there is going to be no major spoilers, so if you go to see the movie, you will still have an enjoyable time, and there will still be some shockers. Let's get right into it. So, this movie is obviously starring Liam Neeson, and he is an air marshal on a plane. For those of you that don't know, they've put in a system of air marshals, so basically they're kind of like cops on planes since 9/11, just to make sure that things go as they are planned. There's an air marshal on not every plane, but on randomly selected planes. Yeah, he's one of those people, and he's an alcoholic, and he has a whole lot of problems, family problems, as every lead in thrillers seem to have. Not really, this isn't really a thriller, it's more of an action movie, but whatever. Alright, anyways, so then there's the female character that's with him. I don't really remember her name, but she is Julianne Moore, who's the actress. She does a good job. I mean, she's not really a necessary character. She's just there really as the female addition to the, I guess, story. She does a good job, relatively good job. I haven't really seen her in anything else, so I don't know. She did okay. Anyway, so the plot is basically he gets this text. Liam Neeson gets a text on his phone that is on a super secure kind of like hard line. So like only the other air marshals have this line. Basically, he gets a text that says that the plane every 20 minutes somebody on the plane will die, and this text is coming from somebody on the plane. That's what he says in his first text. So as you can see, it goes every 20 minutes somebody dies. Now, this is actually a really cool plot. I really enjoyed it. I found it was really cool. Now, the only way that he could stop it is in the text. He also said that if he got $150 million, the guy would stop killing people. Now, I found this really interesting, and it was cool how it exposed the plot further, how they showed the little text popping up on the screen. I thought it was pretty cool how the texts were just popping up, and you could see exactly the conversation he was having with the person on the other end. And the thing is, the whole plot of the story is Liam Neeson trying to find out who this terrorist is and trying to stop him. Now, I really like this plot. It's a plane movie, which also adds to it, because planes are confined spaces. It's kind of like a submarine as well. You really get a lot of that sense of panic and like fear in a plane, because you can't get out. You're 15 to 30,000 feet up in the air. There's no escaping. Kind of like a submarine too. You're 1,000, 2,000 feet under the ocean. There's no escaping. So they're kind of the same thing, except one's in the air and one's underwater. But anyways, you get this sense of kind of suspense. It's a very suspenseful, a very suspenseful setting. And I really enjoyed it. I found that it really added the sort of anarchy, not really anarchy, but the sort of like fear and like just people getting like really like messed up and really wanting to leave the plane, and they couldn't. That's what's the weird thing about a plane. Now, the thing is, the way this movie's handled, I found was really cool too. How the further the story goes on, you watch both of the passengers and Liam Neeson figuring out what's going on, because the passengers were always behind Liam Neeson because he wouldn't tell the whole plane so they wouldn't panic. Now, they obviously started catching on later on in the movie, so you kind of see this bond between the two, and them starting to not trust him because he's not telling them everything. I really enjoyed that. Now, I also liked the interactions between Liam Neeson and the whole crew, I guess you could call them. Not the crew, but the entire passengers of the plane. I really enjoyed it because you could kind of see how Liam Neeson was trying to get information from them. He had some really clever tactics of trying to flush out the the terrorist, which I found really interesting, and it was good. Now, you also got to really like feel for the characters. There's obviously the little girl character who you feel bad for because it's her first time on a plane. She's alone, and it's really sad. But then there's also the the big thug, and there's the New York police officer there too. He plays his New York police officer tough guy role. And yeah, there's a whole lot of just really different people. There's even like a Jewish guy who obviously gets a lot of slack because he's Jewish, and people obviously jump on racial, or not racial, but obviously jump on prejudices. That's not a word. Obviously, have prejudice against him. So he obviously gets thrown around a lot. But overall, it was a good movie. Now, I've got a bit of criticism, too, at the end. At the end of the movie, it really gets unrealistic, and I kind of lost it there at the end because there's stuff that happens that obviously couldn't happen in real life. But, of course, that's kind of a minor thing. You got to expect it in most Hollywood movies anyways. It's not going to be completely exact. Now, I'm not going to spoil anything about how it's unrealistic. You're going to have to go see the movie for yourself or wait for it to come out on DVD or Netflix or whatever. But anyways, good movie. Good time. I had a good time. I'm not going to give it a score, but I said it's a good time. If any of you guys want to go see it, I say it's a good time. Good time for the entire family. It's not too violent. Not maybe the entire family, maybe not the young kids, but I'd say 10 and older, you should be able to handle this movie. Good movie, good plot, good actors. Everything was pretty good. So yeah, now you can leave in the comments below if you've seen the movie. I mean, obviously talk about what you thought about it, but try to keep it spoiler free. But if you didn't go to see the movie, just talk about a movie that you enjoyed. Talk about a movie in 2014 you went to go see. If you haven't seen a movie in 2014, 2013 then, whatever. Just talk about a movie that you recently went to see and how you liked it. Or you can obviously just leave me a topic for next week. Alright, so thanks for watching. If you'd leave a like and subscribe, that would be much appreciated. And I guess I'll see you guys next time.